Okay, here's a quick little video for the people who don't seem to be able to believe that you can see the Milky Way with a 5-second image. Don't know why this is so hard for some people to believe, but here are the images I captured. It was just last Sunday morning. They captured it with my Sony A9. This is the one I processed. F2.2, 5 seconds, ISO 4000. Processed it with my ILCE 9, that's the Sony A9, and I used the Sigma 20 millimeter art. So there it is right there. We'll double click it, open it up in Camera Raw so you can see it. So funny. So this is the one I processed. Here you can see the Milky Way right there in Camera Raw. Yep, I used Adobe Vivid. These are the general settings I used. I used a brush here, as you can see right here, to kind of bring out the Milky Way. Simple as that was. See the Milky Way right there? 5 seconds. That's all there is to it. Then I brought the image into Adobe Photoshop, cropped it, and about here and here. And there we go. Something like that is how I created it. Bring it up here. There it is. It's nice and sharp. And then went through a couple different things to bring it out. Used Vivesa from Nik Effects 2 to again kind of put this on right here. Open it up. Brighten it. Give it a little bit of structure, a little bit more of the color. There it is. Duplicate it. Bring it out here. Maybe not quite as bright out here. There we go. Then down here. Really bring it out here in the water. Again, brighten it up. Give it a lot more. Brighten it up, and here you can see this, the clouds start coming out. A little bit of contrast, a little bit of structure. Duplicate that. Bring that over here. Now you can really start seeing the clouds and everything in here. See it? That's the Milky Way. That's a 5-second exposure. A couple other things I did was I did use, I think, Pro Contrast a little bit. There's Pro Contrast to bring it out just a little bit more. There, like that. Like that. And then I went in and I added a layer of tonal contrast. Like that, which really blew out the stars there. And I didn't keep that at 100%, still too crispy for me. Right about there. Then again, one more time. This time I used Glamour Glow, which kind of softens everything down. Portrait, Glamour Glow, which gives it that kind of fog look. Kind of softer look. And there it is there. Again, I didn't use that at 100%. Right around there somewhere. I got rid of this ice that was reflecting light right in there. And everything was about this blown out area. I mean, that's the reason I went down to 5 seconds, because if you didn't, this was just a huge blob of light. And so then I think I used Topaz Denoise 6 to get rid of that. See how crispy it is in there? Took it down here to strongest. That got rid of most of it. Don't need it quite that bad. That looked good. Okay. And that takes just a second. And I'm not recreating it exactly as I did it because I'm moving really fast here, but this is just for the guys who are like, oh, there's no way a 5-second exposure you can see the Milky Way. And then one more time with Vivesa to make it pop right in the middle. I'm not going to go through what I did, all the little stuff I did to get rid of that ice there, but it was a real distraction. So brighten it here in the middle to make the trees pop a little more. There we go. I kind of even like this, what do you call it, this white balance here, even a little better now. Then finally, one more time into camera raw, just to make sure I don't have any blinkies going, but I sure do. So we'll bring down the highlights again till the blinkies go away. Give it a little dehaze again to make the Milky Way pop just a little bit more. Bring out the whites to make the Milky Way pop a little more, but then you got to bring this down, then even bring out just a little bit more. Then you can see what I did, just to which gave it more of that purple effect right there, which makes it pop just a little bit there. Got a little vignette, and there she is. And I'll show you the actual finished image, which of course has a lot more tweaking to it. But it's the same, just tweaked and played with a little bit more. And there it is, not quite as bright, but there it is with the exposure, gamma, which is beautiful to bring out the Milky Way right there. But you can kind of get what I'm going, and everything's all about this horrible area right here, trying to make it not blast out the whole image, which was really, really difficult. So it was all about that. So that's how I created this image with just a 5-second, as you can see, 2.250 ISO 4000. That's how I did it. So hopefully this answers your questions. All right, bye.